You're going to listen to me. You're going to listen to me good. What are you doing? As simple as that. What is it that you're doing stuck on this little roach that cannot bring you stability? I'm going to say it like it is. You are walking away, and I 100% praise you for that. You are looking at your better future. You are focused more on you. You're basically doing things that make you feel better. And if somebody is not going to build you structure, okay, whatever. I'm going to build it myself. I'm going to say it like it is. In this reading, we have somebody that always likes to win no matter what. Not you, specifically them. But they also don't see a future for themselves. Meaning that they don't have plans for the future. The Two of Wands, the Magician reverse, the Nine of Cups, right now they are feeling heavy on their mind about the situation between you and them. With the Knight of Cups, with the Page of Cups, they might offer you something new. But I want you to acknowledge that no change has happened, and they're going to put you through the same cycles. This separation is a blessing in disguise. You are more than them, and you are always going to be more than them, and I want you to acknowledge that clearly. We have Virgo, we have Pisces, we have Gemini, and we have Aries. Let's dive in. Just know you hold more stability than they ever will. Welcome to your love reading of the day. First of all, I want to specifically see what's going on with your person and with you. So if the first cards match, stay. If they don't, move on. A better reading will always find you, and you specifically know that. But first of all, what matters is how you feel and how currently the situation played out. Doesn't matter if you guys are in separation. Doesn't matter if you guys are together. If the reading match, stay. If it doesn't, move on. A better reading will find you. Okay, you're actively walking away. With the World and with the Six of Swords, you are actively walking away. Why? Because they can't offer you stability. And they have never been able to offer you that stability that you have been wanting. Okay, for a while, to me, it seems like they thought they could. Okay, but you started to notice that when they talked to you, when they offered you something, it was like always empty promises, right? I don't know why I feel like there's a specific energy right here of you being scared of being led on, or you specifically thought that they were leading you on, okay? And then that's what it turned out to. You, to your heart right now, you feel like they led you on. You feel like they basically wasted your time, as simple as that. So with the Six of Swords, you have to walk away, and you're going to walk away because you're going to build your own structure with the Ten of Pentacles reverse. And then with the Three of Wands, right now, you are just focused on completely moving away. You are focused on building your own stability. Why? Because to a certain extent, I feel like you feel more at peace now that you left this situation behind. Okay? And I feel like that's something you're not going to deny me. You're not going to deny the fact that you are feeling more at peace now that you left the situation behind. And with the Tower, I don't know why there's this humongous strong energy of you feeling like you avoided a humongous problem with them. Okay? The thing about it is that we have the Five of Swords right here. Okay? You feel defeated. You feel like you lost. You feel like you completely just lost everything in the situation, and that's why you chose to walk away. But I want you to acknowledge that with the Five of Swords, they're still looking at you. They're still acknowledging the situation. Okay, and that's one thing that I'm specifically feeling. I feel like they are definitely not, I don't want to say keeping tabs on you, but here and there seeing what you are up to. And now they're starting to see like, oh crap, I lost. What did I lose? I lost to him. I lost to her. Why? Because personally, you are only focusing on your growth. Okay, you are just focusing on you. You are focusing on things that matter. And what matters right now is to make some sort of reality that feels fulfilled to you and not to anybody else. Right? And like I'm telling you, with the World, with the Three of Wands, with the Ten of Pentacles, even though it's in reverse, right now we're going to have expansion happening for you in the area of money. And I want you to acknowledge that, right? But then we have them in this energy of looking back at you, right? And I don't know why it feels like it was always a cat and mouse dynamic where it was basically you went after them, then they went after you, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. It's always felt like cat and dog, cat and mouse, always chasing back and forth. And I don't know, I'm specifically feeling like there were situations where they try to make you jealous. Okay, they try to make you jealous, and basically with the Five of Swords right here, it was always these mental games that were going on. 333 on the timer, by the way, right? So all these mental games that were always going on that put you in this confusing state of mind of not even knowing what you want with them. If you want something with them or if you want peace of mind by yourself, right? The thing about it is that the Five of Swords being right here suggests to me that they're the type of person that always wants to be correct. No matter what, they always want to be correct. And no matter what, if they're wrong, they're not going to accept the fact that they're wrong. I want you to acknowledge that with the Seven of Pentacles right now, they're having a really hard time trying to balance things out with money and with their reality. Okay, so the fact that you guys are both now in separation is actually more of a blessing to you. What do you mean more of a blessing to me, Noe? It means that with the Seven of Pentacles reversed, specifically being right here, this is a person that struggles with commitment, and I feel like you know that. With the Seven of Pentacles being right here in reverse, not only are they in this energy of not really having a future image for themselves, that future image was going to basically sink into you, and you were going to stay stuck with them. With the Temperance being right here, it's like they acknowledge they need balance, but they're not really working on anything to find that balance within themselves. And I feel like you also acknowledge that. I'm going to say it like it is. You are destined for a great future. You are destined for things to play out for you. You are basically destined for things to happen for you. No matter what happens, you're always going to be safe. But them, with the Tower being right here in reverse, with the Seven of Pentacles being reversed, with the Five of Swords, they have a hard time finding balance, and they have a really hard time trying to create balance for themselves. What does that mean? If you guys get back together, they're not going to be able to properly give you the balance that you are looking for in a relationship, in a connection, and they're only going to drag you down. And that's why we have the Tower in reverse right here. Why? Because this separation, you're avoiding something humongously big. I want you to acknowledge that they could be keeping tabs on you. As simple as that. Right? Why? Because it talks about looking back to the person you think you defeated. But in reality, yes, in this situation, you got defeated. You got hurt. Te dolió. But al mismo tiempo, you actually ended up winning. Why did you end up winning? Because you're going to be better off than them. And I feel like you specifically know that in the bottom of your heart. Okay? Let's keep going. Let's keep diving in. I don't like when a bunch of cards come out and then it messes up my little spread. I don't know why I feel like I could have OCD. And I don't have OCD. I don't know why I said that. They could have OCD, right? Look, I'm going to say it like it is. Exactly. You are in a better spot than they will ever be. Hell yeah. Exactly. Look, I want you to acknowledge that with the Nine of Cups, they're having a really hard time in life right now. The Nine of Cups suggests, specifically in reverse, because we have it in reverse, they're having a really hard time with themselves. They're having a really hard time fulfilling themselves. And with the Five of Cups, yes, they could be in some sort of regret of, hey, the connection ending. But I want you to acknowledge that with the Magician and the Two of Wands being right here in reverse, you specifically know that they're always going to struggle with their future because they struggle with balance and they don't truly have a future. So basically, they're going to put you down no matter what, and I feel like you specifically know that. You specifically know that they're going to bring you down. The thing about it is that with the Knight of Cups and with the Page of Cups being right here, the Three of Wands, the Five of Swords, I don't think they're specifically done with you. There's a chance of them showing back up, but when they show back up, they're not going to change. And it's going to be this change that they didn't work on, right? Meaning that everything that happened is going to happen again, but it might take even a little longer for it to happen with the Knight of Cups, with the Knight of Cups, the Page of Cups, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Five of Cups. Yes, they are in some sort of regret that they let you go, but the regret is the fact that you are better off than them, and what they see in you is what they want to see in themselves, and they struggle to build their future. I want you to acknowledge that they are an anchor to you. Okay, and it's an energy that I always say, te salvaste. With this breakup, with the separation, is a blessing in disguise. Why? Because I personally feel like you saved yourself from a person that does not have a bright future or stability to give you. They're in their mind about you, but I also want you to acknowledge that they're not the type of person that can offer you the life that you want. Okay? That's all I have for you. I hope this reading brought you blessings. Take care of yourself.